What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition actually a brand new edition of Talking Sports with TC. I want to apologize to my fans out there. I've been on hiatus for quite some time. Life got in the way, and I was able to get some things sorted out. But I am back, and I'm ready to give you some fresh new content in the world of sports. We all know what tonight is. Tonight is Game 1 of the NBA Finals. And this is going to be a very interesting matchup between Oklahoma City and Indiana. These are two exciting young teams who have built their rosters the right way and have ran roughshod in their respective conferences to make it to this stage in the world of basketball. Let's start off with the team with the best record in the league, the Oklahoma City Thunder. After styling up all those draft picks and making all those trades, Oklahoma City has finally found themselves in this position. They have the newly minted MVP and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a host of other good players such as Chet Holmgren, who is starting to round into form. You have Luke Dort, who is one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. You got Jalen Williams, who's ascending into an all-star caliber talent. But then they made some very shrewd and smart moves with trades and free agent signings. Two key ones: Alex Caruso in a trade with the Chicago Bulls for Josh Giddey, and Isaiah Hartenstein, who left the New York Knicks and signed a nice 3-year deal with just under $100 million in guaranteed money to provide backup minutes at the post position. They ran roughshod all the way through the league by winning 68 games, and they ran roughshod through the entire Western Conference. Granted, their first round series was against the depleted Memphis team when they swept them in 4 games. They faced the undermanned Denver squad, and Denver took them to 7, and they dispatched Minnesota easily in 5 games. So this is where they are right now, and a lot of people have picked them to win the series against Indiana easily. Speaking of Indiana, how about those Pacers, man? They have just looked like a different team since the turn of the calendar year. Last year was a season that we haven't seen here in Indianapolis in quite some time. Now, granted, they fell short by losing against Boston, who won the championship last year in 4 games. This season, it didn't get off so well. They were off to a rough start. Injuries played a key role in that. But once their key players such as Halliburton, Nesmith, and Turner all came back, especially D. Nesmith returning from on the injured list, made a huge difference. And as I mentioned earlier, since January 1st, they've played some very good ball. Or they had the 4th best record in the league since January 1st. They got the 4th seed, and they beat Milwaukee in 5 games. Now, granted, Milwaukee was a depleted team, but it doesn't matter. A series win is a series win. Then they had a challenge against the Cavaliers, who won 64 games and led the East by a huge landslide. Well, that didn't matter, because even though Cleveland lost some players during the series, Indiana still easily won this series in 5 games. And then our forever rivals, the New York Knicks. I hate to say this, Knicks fans, but you blew it in Game 1, and that's probably the reason why Tibbs lost his job. But enough about that. It's all about the Pacers. They handled the Knicks in 6 games, and they won their 2nd Eastern Conference title since joining the NBA from the ABA in 1976. So this is going to be a very exciting and intriguing matchup between 2 small market teams, or allegedly small market teams. But it's not Billings, Montana versus Lexington, Kentucky. It's the 16th largest city, Indianapolis, and the 27th largest city in terms of population, Oklahoma City. Television market wise, Indianapolis is 25th, Oklahoma City is 47th. So yes, by NBA standards, they're considered small market, but the overall perspective of things, they're actually top 50 in terms of market size, in terms of television and population. But nevertheless, we got 2 exciting young teams. It's going to be a great series. What it's going to come down to is who's going to make the most defensive stops. Also, who's going to make the big shots and who's going to force the most turnovers. Now, Oklahoma City, they are better defensively on paper, and they have forced the most turnovers in the postseason, and they forced the most average turnovers per game during the regular season and playoffs. Indiana is no slouch in defense in either. Now, granted, no, they're not top tier, but they're ranked in the middle of the pack, which is better than they were last year. You have a couple X factors on one team. For Oklahoma City, it's going to be Lu Dort. Lu Dort is going to be the X factor. If he can hit shots from the perimeter and lock down Indiana's best players on the perimeter defensively, then it's going to be a rough series for Indiana. The X factor, in my opinion, for the Pacers is going to be Andrew Nembhard. If Nembhard can be consistent, find a way to contain Shai Gilgeous-Alexander if he's assigned defensively, and hit the big shots when he's able to, then that might be something that can carry Indiana over the hump. Now, a lot of experts, as I mentioned earlier, have picked the Thunder to win this easily. In fact, when the lines came out, first they were like minus 600, the favorites. Then it went up to minus 750. Now it's down to minus 700. So they are overly heavy favorites in this series. But Indiana has been doubted all year. And you can never count the blue and gold out. They will find a way to win this series. If they can find a way to steal game one tonight, which will start in less than an hour and a half, then I think they have a shot of winning this series. If Oklahoma City can neutralize Halliburton, and if they can take out the other players like Siakam, Turner, and Nembhard and Nesmith and prevent their bench from running rough shot, then Oklahoma City will win this series. So here's my bold prediction, folks. Now, granted, Indiana's my home, and it'll always be my home no matter what. But I'm not going to be a homer and pick them. I'm actually going to say this. May the best team win. That's my prediction. The team that plays the best is the team that will win. Folks, that concludes another episode of Talking Sports with TC. I'm great to be back sharing my insight with y'all in the world of sports. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys enjoy your evening and enjoy the finals. Peace.